now I'm moving on to my second goal, which is transcending the sport and figuring out in my own personal way of how to do that is...
If you were wondering what Lyles' first goal is,
it was to prove that I was the world's fastest man. And I knew eventually that I would achieve that goal, and now...
As you are all well aware, Noah Lyles has never been silent about his thoughts and opinions, and especially his ultimate goal of becoming the fastest man in the world. He long ago claimed that he will one day destroy Usain Bolt's long-standing world record. This, among other things, is one of the reasons why the American sprinter is controversial. In fact, people were not surprised when Botswana's Olympic champion Letsile Tebogo used the term arrogant in the same sentence as Lyles' name. Tebogo, however, clarified that he and his American rival have a friendly relationship, clarifying remarks he made about Lyles being arrogant after beating him to gold in the 200 meters at the 2024 Paris Games. Tebogo, who captured Botswana's first Olympic title, raised eyebrows in his post-race press conference when he said he could not be the face of athletics because he was not an arrogant or loud person like Noah, who embraces being a showman. When you get onto the track, it's all about business, Tebogo said in an interview via video call. When we finish, you can be friends. Life goes on. He further explained, but the arrogance, he's good to sell our sport. But with me, I'll always shy away from doing that because that's me.
I'd say that I've been really working on my mechanics.
That's what's great about him. He may sound as if he's bragging sometimes. Well, most of the time, really. But he isn't just full of it. His claims are always supported by his actions. After all, he trains as hard as any other athlete, if not more.
Getting the win is number one always. After that is, how well did I execute it? How well did I go through the acceleration phase? How smooth did it feel? Did I feel like I had to stumble anywhere?
He celebrates a win and studies what he could do better. That kind of dedication is top-notch. His hard work has been paying off so far. The American sprinting superstar boasts an impressive string of accolades, including Olympic bronze, 6 world titles, and 4 Diamond League final trophies. Beyond the track, Lyles advocates for elevating track and field's marketing presence, aspiring to raise the sport's profile to the level of other major sports. Beyond his athletics achievements, Lyles has become a vocal advocate for mental health awareness. In an interview with Citius Mag, Lyles said, "Deciding to go, whether to go with how I feel and how I choose to wear the crown, or to go with the flow of everyone else, that has been currently the hardest part of this transition that I've been in." He further stated, "I have my own concepts and own beliefs on how to make that happen. There are a lot of organizations that don't believe that my thoughts are the way to go about it." Still, he never allowed the roadblocks to hinder him from continuing the race, literally and figuratively. His goal is to become the fastest man in the world, and nothing and no one can stop him. This year is no different. Noah Lyles launched his track season in late January, posting identical times of 6.62 seconds in both the heats and the final of the men's 60-meter at the RADD Invitational in Gainesville, Florida. It was the Americans' first race since winning gold in a thrilling 100-meter final and claiming bronze in the 200-meter at the Paris 2024 Olympics. Lyles recovered from a poor start and went head-to-head with training partner Udodi Onwuzurika, holding on for a 6.62-second win in his opening race of the 2025 season. He matched his time in the final, dominating ahead of compatriot Caleb Dean, who clocked 6.68, with Nigerian Onwuzurika also repeating his qualifying time of 6.70 seconds to finish third. The 6-time world champion season opener placed him just behind Olympic silver medalist Kishane Thompson, who clocked 6.56 seconds earlier in the day in Astana, Kazakhstan. Lyles then went on to dominate the World Athletics World Indoor Tour at the New Balance Indoor Grand Prix in Boston. The Olympic champion ran 6.52 seconds to run the 5th fastest time in the world this year, adding another victory to his belt. This is the 4th year in a row that Lyles has won the 60-meter dash at the New Balance Indoor Grand Prix. Backing into the blocks in only his second track race of 2025, Lyles clocked a season's best with his winning time of 6.52 seconds. Former world indoor champion and U.S. compatriot Trayvon Brommel had the fastest start, but Lyles pulled ahead by the halfway mark to dip at the line in first place. Lyles beat the second-place Terrence Jones of the Bahamas by 0.05 seconds, with PJ Austin finishing third in 6.60 seconds. Jacobs, the 2022 World Indoor Champion, had to be content with fourth place in his season's debut with 6.63 seconds. After competing, Lyles pulled off his bib. He asked to make a bold statement to Miami Dolphins wide receiver Tyreek Hill. The back of his bib read, "Tyreek could never," signaling back to when the NFL star challenged Lyles to a race via X. A few days after the race, and Lyles baiting Hill, it was announced that the 100-meter Olympic champion Noah Lyles and NFL superstar Tyreek Hill are officially lacing up for a race, and they are already calling each other out at full speed. For years, these two have playfully, using the term loosely, honestly, sparred over who reigns supreme when it comes to pure, unfiltered velocity. Hill, the Miami Dolphins wide receiver, has made no secret of his belief that he could outrun Lyles, the reigning Olympic gold medalist in the 100 meters, aka the fastest man in the world. Now, after countless competitive taunts, the race is officially happening this spring or summer. This has been an ongoing thing for quite some time now. And I mean, everybody's seen the back and forth on social media, Hill admitted, acknowledging the social media-fueled rivalry. "I've been very adamant to show people what real, true speed looks like," he added. Many find this interesting, but legendary track and field star Michael Johnson has no time for Tyreek Hill's insistence that he could beat Olympic gold medalist Noah Lyles in a race. Appearing on The Rich Eisen Show, Johnson said Hill can't beat the 20th or 30th ranked 100-meter runners in the world, let alone Lyles in a race. Johnson, a four-time Olympic gold medalist, also pointed out that the best track stars in the world can't go into the NFL and do what Hill does as a wide receiver. While Johnson has inadvertently expressed support for Lyles, at least in terms of the Lyles versus Hill race, it doesn't necessarily mean that the two track and field stars see eye to eye exactly. In fact, at the new Grand Slam track founded by four-time Olympic gold medalist Michael Johnson, which recently debuted early this month, Noah Lyles' absence was notable. The new competition, which began in Kingston, Jamaica, before touring around the United States in Miami, Philadelphia, and Los Angeles, is offering large cash prizes as Johnson aims to stop athletes from suffering financially. In total, each event will see 48 racers compete with 48 challengers, with a $12.6 million prize pool on offer across the four events. The racers are all contracted and will receive an annual base salary before competing for extra prizes. But Lyles, like a few others, declined an invitation. One of his reasons is that he aims to fully focus on the 2025 World Athletics Championships in Tokyo, Japan. But that's not all. Lyles also criticized the league's lack of sponsorship and publicity in the build-up to its launch. Lyles said on his Beyond the Records podcast, "Money is not the thing that's going to drive me every time." He further nitpicked a few more details, but the bottom line remains the same. He isn't interested at this time. Thank you very much. Do you think Lyles will conclude the season with more hardware than he already has? Will this athlete have as successful a start to the season as Lyles? See for yourself.